Hello glorious lovers, you are welcome to another online tutorial. In this tutorial you're going to learn how to make this beautiful pill box cap. This tutorial is beginner friendly. You will love it and it's a very beautiful design. Thank you. Let's go to the tutorial room. So let's start our tutorial for this beautiful pill box cap. The materials that will be needed are my gum, matching thread, the iron, marco. The marco measurement is 23 inches for the length and 3 inches for the width. So I cut this small marco 1 inch by 23 inches. Now the fabric I want to use, measuring tape, scissors, pen, my wording, and this Duchess fabric for lining. The fabric I actually want to use is Ashoke. This is the fabric, but the fabric is not enough, so that is why I added this my London crepe for the design that is by the side. So now the measurement for this is 24 inches for the length by the width of the Ashoke. So 24 inches for the length, and this is 20 inches for the length by the width of the Ashoke. I have just, this is what is remaining after cutting these two. So now for the measurement of the bow that is beside it, I have here 10 inches for the width and 16 inches for the length. The first thing I'm going to do now is to work on my marco, which is 3 inches by 23 inches for the length. So now I will take my gum and this my small marco. So on this side like this, I want to join my marco together like this. So I will open the gum and put just a little gum by the tip here. So I'll also put a little by the other tip here. So I'll do it so that you will go around it. So this is what I want to do. I want to join my marco together. So I put gum on both sides like this. So now the next thing now is with the gum here. This is the binding marco that I will use to bind it together. So just watch what I'm doing, you'll get it. So I'll just put this on it to make sure it joins together. Because the type of gum it is, you need to wait a little for it to dry. So while trying to make sure it comes together, I will take my needle and thread and tack it down. Tack this piece down on it, so in order for me to make sure it's fully secured. So that is what I'm going to do now. Just watch what I'll do. So you see, I'm tacking this little one that I put there together with this so that it will make it firm, because I need this round shape. So as you can see, this is it. I'm done with it, so it's now round. So now the next thing now is to take this my gum. I'll open it up. I don't want to cut the gum here, because so I'll put gum on the body of this my marco, round. I'll put gum on it, round. So just watch what I'm doing. I'll make sure the gum is there evenly. So I'll take something to spread the gum on my marker very well. So as you can see, I've already put my gum on it evenly, and I spread it very well on it. So now, before it gets too dry, so I'll take my 24 inches. So my 24 inches by the width of my ashoke. So just try as much as possible to place it in the center, because I'm going to roll this ashoke around this my mako. So place it at the center of it, so that it will not be too much on one side and too much on the other side. So this is it. So I'll keep on rolling it. So this is it. So mind you, I forgot to tell you something. This my ashoke, I did not use scissors to cut it. I used my soldering iron. I used soldering iron to cut this ashoke, because I don't want to know the way ashoke is. It's, if you use scissors, it will be removing. So that it will secure this frayed edge. So that is why I used my soldering iron. So that is why soldering iron is part of the things I use for this my tutorial. Now I'll put gum here to comb this place down. So that is when I'll use my glue gun. So I'll use my glue gun. I'll place it here. I'll place it here to gum this place down. So as you can see, I already gum this place down. So now the next thing now is to fold in this excess fabric inside. So I'm going to fold it. I can either use this or this. If you are not good at using this glue gum, don't use it. Use this so that I can correct any mistake that may occur. So now I'm going to start using this. I don't know if this camera you can see. Let me just demonstrate it like this. So I'm going to put gum here. You can either put it here or inside your marker. So when you put it like that, then you start folding in. You fold it in. You fold it in till you get to the end of it. Then you come to this side too. You start folding it in too till you get to the end. So that is what I'm going to do now, and come back to show us what I've done. I believe you understand what I've explained. You put your gum here, then you start folding it in. You can either use this or this. So guys, as you can see, I'm done gumming it. You can see how firm it is. So when you are gumming it like that, you need to pull it for it to be very, 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 very firm. So this is it. I'm done with it. So now the next thing to do now is to take my marker. So I'll take my marker like this. So I'll put it on the marker and take my pen. So I want to mark it out. I want to mark out the marker where I will cut. I will cut out. So the way it is round like this. So you place it on the marker and use your pen. Hold it down very well. Hold it down very well. Then use your pen to mark it out. So as you can see, so I'm done marking it out. So I'll take my scissors and cut it out. So this is it. I'm done cutting it out. So now the next thing now is to cut out my wording. Just place the marker on the wording and cut it out. So I'll just place it like this. So once you place it like this, you take your pen and use the pen to mark it out. This is it. then you take your scissors. I'll take my scissors and cut it out. So now I'm done cutting it out. So this is it. So I'll put these two aside. Now I'll take my 20 inches by the width of the ashoke. So I'll fold it into two and cut it out into two. So this is it now. So it's now 10 into 10 inches, 10 inches in two places. So I'll put it by the side of one another and sew it together. So I'll sew it together and come back to show us what I've done. So I'm done joining this together now. So this is it. So now the next thing, I'll put it aside. So now the next thing to do now is just to take this piece I want to use for the lining, to line my marco inside. So I'll place the marco on it like this, leaving like 2 inches by the side here when I'm cutting it. So I'll just freehand and cut it round like that, making sure I'm not cutting close to the marco. So now the next thing I'm going to do now with this now is that I'll put gum. I'll take my gum and put it on this place. I'll spread gum here. Like this. So I'll spread the gum. So now I'm done spreading the gum on it. So now this my lining has right side and wrong side. So with the wrong side facing me now, I'll place this on it at the center like this. Place it and gum it very well on it. So this is it. So now I'll just take my scissors and pieces it a little so that I can be able to fold it. So I've cut this place a little. So I'll just start folding it like this with my gum. I'll fold it. I'll fold it around it in order for me to make it smooth like this. So that is what I'm going to do. So I'm done gumming it on it. Don't mind if this place is rough, you're still going to cover it up. So now the next thing now is to gum my wording. It's not the very thick wording, it's the light one. So it's to gum my wording on it. I'll put my gum here and place it on it, then gum it on it. Make sure it gums very well. So I've gummed this my wording on it. So now the next thing now is to take this my 10 inches that is in two places that I've gone joined together. So I'll look for the right side where I can use as the right side. So I'll use this place as the right side. So I'll where my wording is where I'll place on it like this. So I'll put gum here now. I'll put gum on this place and place it on it like this. So I'm done putting the gum here. So I will now place it on it like this. So place it very well so that it will be firm. Turn to this side and make sure you press it in very well so that it will be okay on it. What I'll do, I'll just trim off this place a little. So I'll just trim it off a little because I don't need it to be too much. So this is it. So now, in order for me to secure this frail edge, I will use my soldering iron to melt the edges of this, so that I want to secure the frail edge. I don't want the edges to be pulling off, so I'll use it to secure it. So normally I'm supposed to use it to cut it out. So since I don't use it to cut it out, I will use it to secure the edges. So I'll do that and come back to show us what I've done. So now I'm done trimming it with my soldering iron. So I'm done with it. So now the next thing now is to fix them together. So you choose where you want to be, the place where you want to be up or down. So this is how I want it. This is how I want my cap to stand. So now, where you choose, you put gum. You put gum around it at the tip like this. Put your gum around it. So that is what I am going to do now. I'm going to put my gum at the tip round. So look at it. I just put it at the tip, round it like that. So this is it now. So now the next thing now is where you put the gum, place it like this down. I don't want it to stain the machine. So where you put the gum, place it like this down. Then you take this one with the wrong side. Now this is the right side because that is where I want to be outside. So this is the right side, this is the wrong side. With the wrong side facing you, you just push it in like this. If you make mistake, bring it out again and adjust it, put it inside gently. So you see, our beautiful peel box cap is ready. Look at the inside, very neat. So I'll just take something, bias or something to cover just where this place, where the up and down, where I fold it in. So I'll just use something to just cover it up here. That is it. So this is the inside now. So now I'll put this aside for it to be coming together. So now for the design that is on it, I have here 10 inches by 16 inches in two places. 10 inches for the width and 16 inches for the length in two places. So now the next thing I'm going to do now is to fold it like this. Is to fold my 10 inches, my 16 inches, sorry, my 16 inches into two like this. So I'll take it to my sewing machine and sew from this end down to this end, down to this end. I'll do the same thing to the second one too. I'll sew it like that and come back to show us what I've done. So I'm done sewing it round. I did not leave an opening where I'm going to turn it out. So I'll measure to get the midpoint because this is 10 inches. I'll get the midpoint here, 5 inches. I'll measure this place too to get the midpoint, 8 inches. This is 4 inches. So this place is where I will cut. This midpoint here is where I will cut to turn it out. So I'll just use this little space to turn it out. So when I turn this one out, I'll turn the second one to out. Then I'll come and tell us what next to do. So I'm done. I turned it out already. So you can see the way it is. So this is it. So now the next thing now is to take my tape rule and get the midpoint of my 20 inches, which is now 9 inches. So the midpoint is 4.5. Get the 4.5. So once I get the midpoint, I'll just roll it out like this. So this is it. So now the next thing is just for me to just fold, just to make my bow like this. So I'll take my needle and thread and tack it together. So when I tack it together, I'll take this one too and do the same thing to it, then come back to show us what I've done. So I'm done making this too. Now this is how I'm going to do it. Place it on top of one another like this and tack it down. This is exactly the design I want to make. But I saw these remaining pieces of ashoke, so I decided to use it instead of just using only plain on it. So that is why I'm going to use this one. So I'm going to just place it on it like this. But before I place it like that, just this loop that I just, one of the pieces too, I just saw it. So I'm going to put it here like this first and tack it down to cover this place. So I'm just going to tack it down like this first. So I tack it down already and I cut it. So I'm just going to place it on it like this and still tack the two together. So I'm done tacking it together. So I'm done tacking it together now. This is how it looks. So now the next thing is I want to cover the inside of this place where I joined it together. So I have all these pieces. You can use bias. You can use can cut out a straight cloth just to cover this inside here. So that is what I'm doing. So that's what I'm going to do with this glue gun now to cover it. So once I cover it up, I will take this and this place that has the joining here, this place where we close it up together. So that is where I am going to place this like this. So this is how I'm going to place it. So I'll place it like that, and the owner of this said she wants something in front, so I'll just put something beautiful here and place it on the mannequin and come back to show us the final look. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please do well to subscribe for exciting videos. If you are new to this channel, do well to subscribe. Click the notification button to get notified anytime I upload new videos. Thank you for staying tuned. Thank you for watching. I will place it on the mannequin and come back to show us the final look. Thank you. So glorious lovers, this is the finished look of our beautiful pill box cap. Thank you for staying tuned to my channel. Thank you for always coming back. If you are new to this channel, please do well to subscribe. If you are a returning viewer, thank you for always coming back. Make sure you click the notification button to get notified anytime new video is uploaded on this channel. Thank you so much. May the Lord bless the labor of your hands. As you have learnt this, The Lord will enrich your pocket in Jesus' name. Thank you. Bye.